Rise and shine on Australia's Vision Christian Radio.
Well, Phil, we are so blessed to have one of the chosen actors with us. His name is Abe. He's got an interesting background. He's sort of part Spanish, part English, part Arabic, speaks a little bit of those languages, has grown up in Texas and in California, also lived in New Mexico. Brother Abe, we are so curious to find out a little bit more about you, and welcome to Rise and Shine.
Hey, good to be here. Rise and shine. That's one of my favorite things to say in the morning, by the way.
Are you a morning person?
I love the mornings.
Oh, you do?
I absolutely love the mornings. Yes. 5 o'clock, that blue light. Oh man, there's nothing like it. It's like you're waking up with the birds. You're hearing the whole world sort of wake up. So for me, that 5 o'clock, get that coffee going.
Well, look, if you ever want a job, breakfast radio, that's a good, we need more morning people. So come on over. We'll swap places.
I might need one in a couple of years when the show's over.
And now, Abe, I was afraid to try and tackle your name. I'll say it now and you can correct me. Bueno-Jallad, is that how you say it? How do you say your surname?
Bueno-Jallad. Like
Bueno-Jallad. That sounds so cool.
It does sound
Sounds
cool.
like a combination of a sort of a Latino meal and an Arabic coffee and mixed in together.
I call it Mexiterranean.
So what is it? Well, tell us about your grandparents. Some are obviously from the Middle East, some are from South America. I'm guessing some from America.
Yeah. I mean, so, on my mother's side, we're traditional Mexican, which is like a combination of Spanish and Native Americans. And then on my father's side, we're Egyptian. Wow. So, but my father speaks Spanish. I grew up in a trilingual home, eventually got a degree in linguistics. And I ended up making my way with languages and ended up getting jobs working in mental health because of my facility with languages. And so, I had a very non-traditional route to support myself as an actor until my acting career sort of took off in a way.
Well, we are chatting to you today because The Chosen Season 5 is coming to Prime. Yeah. And we've often said here on the show, you need that nondescript European-y accent in order to be part of one of the characters on The Chosen, which you've clearly got brilliantly down.
You definitely look like it. Yeah, I could see you in Bible times walking around with Jesus, part of the posse, cruising around the Middle East there, Palestine and Israel.
Getting some fish, a little bit of olive oil,
That is right.
Or even that, or a CIA operative, but we won't go there just in case that's kind of your side hustle. We don't know.
Maybe, I wish. Right?
Oh, wouldn't that be cool? But on
cool.
this occasion, you're Big James. So that's, one of the big three. It's a very important character in The Chosen.
Yeah.
And I love that you've got to, we often talk about what it would be like to dig in, to be inside one of those Bible stories, the sights, the sounds, even the smells, and how that sort of transports you there. How has it been for you playing Big James and getting to actually step into this fictional, but still quite realistic Bible world?
Yeah, well, it's such an honor, and it's so fun to sort of watch the story come to life and then sort of understand what's my angle here and what's that perspective that I must hold down, because sometimes it's so easy to just get taken away by what's happening in front of you, but you're like, oh wait, Big James is there's some antithesis here that I have to uphold, whether it's going after a Samaritan, pulling my knife out, or calming down myself, realizing that the character has to grow now, and so we need more of a softer edge, no longer that sharp edge. It's like really understanding what is the best way that I can make this story resonate by holding down sort of the caricature that people might have some idea of who I am, and then fleshing that out. So it's been so fun. And then I also learned so much by just, hearing the words again. And then all of a sudden we're in this first century garb, and you're like, oh, I never thought of it that way,
So good. Abe, I wonder if you could stay there with us and we'll be back on the other side of this. We're chatting with Abe Bueno-Jallad, Big James in The Chosen. And when we come back, we need to go into your favourite question, Andy.
Yeah, I'll save it up too, Phil, but it's a good one.
Subscribe and listen to the Rise and Shine podcast in the free Vision app. It's easy and available everywhere.
We're pretty excited because we're zooming in with Abe Bueno-Jallad, who plays Big James in the TV show The Chosen. It's coming to Prime. In fact, you can catch the first 2 episodes of season 5 right now. But while we've got you, Abe,
We always ask this question. If you could have coffee with anyone in the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, who would you like to have a coffee with?
Ooh, I would probably have coffee with Zebedee, the Big James's father. Yeah, I feel like it's sort of roughly mentioned all that he has to do to sort of create, let go of the fishing business and then transfer over. And like you went from a fisherman to olive oil to having to deal with like the political agendas of other people and sort of trying to establish and help a church, which I think is like some of the hardest parts, is like the financials of creating a place of worship where other people can come. So I would have loved to just sit down and be like, how'd you do it? I think it'd be a great business lesson to just go from 2 totally different industries.
Wow. Well, the next question is, what sort of coffee would you make? Talk us through the coffee that you'd make for Zebedee.
Yeah, we'd probably have to have some good old Turkish coffee. It's the Middle East, after all. He'd like spit out any of that Americano stuff.
Well, okay, brother, we're going to go there then. Have you experienced any Australian coffee? I don't know if you've been to Texas lately, but there's a few Australian cafes have sprung up in Dallas, in different parts of Texas, because Aussies, we're quite proud of our coffee making.
Is it Blue Bottle is your guys'?
There's a few. A friend of mine actually moved to Dallas and started a cafe. He's just killing it. So, in Australia, we've sort of perfected the art of coffee thanks to the Middle Eastern influence in Australian culture. Have you experienced Australian coffee yet? Anywhere?
I'm pretty sure I've had some with George, and it's great. Flat white is his cup of tea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just black espresso. Like if we can get to the core of that nicotine, my God, caffeine.
Caffeine, yeah.
That's another one. We're gonna have to edit that out.
Got the technology.
But, the caffeine hit is a real thing.
I wonder on the set, what's it like, Abe, amongst the camaraderie? The guys you've been together for a number of seasons, still more to go. It's tough. There's obviously when you're in character, everyone's very serious. Is it a serious place to be, the set of The Chosen?
I think perhaps if I can give like a little bit of a behind the scenes look, is that, when it's time to go through the drama, people support you, whether it's giving you silence, whether it's like just putting a hand on you, let you know maybe in their own silent way that you're on it, that you're doing a good job, to, cracking a joke when the tension needs to break sometimes, So it's like we over the years, we've really learned the rhythms of the show and what it's going to take to sort of keep us in that sweet spot. And then, like anything else, sometimes we get it wrong and it's like, shh, guys. And it's like, okay, sorry. But that just kind of, once again, just reinforces the idea that we're that comfortable with each other after this many years.
And there's more to go. Getting into some pretty exciting seasons or dramatic seasons coming up soon. Have you got any spoilers for us? Can you tell us anything? Obviously, we know the story, but any surprises that might be awaiting us?
Yeah, well, I'm really excited for the fans to see once again, like how this show, and it's the part that I'm most excited about when I read the scripts. It's like, but how are they going to do it?
Yes.
How are they going to show this? And so there's this, there's some great mysteries, not great mysteries, but like some pretty basic questions that you can ask. It's like, so why were the women the only one at the crucifixion? Right? And then it's like, oh, I never thought of that, So without spoiling too much, I think I've sort of answered some of the things that they can hang their hat on for season 6.
Yeah, sounds like you've really been learning a lot on this journey. Playing a role of a Bible character. It sounds to me like you've actually been exploring the story a little bit more in depth and have actually gleaned a lot of wisdom from it.
Yeah, It's so funny, like when you hear the words and you see the circumstances, there's just that absolute resonance with everything that we're going through right now, in search of reprieve, in search of, it's just that feeling that we all wake up with when, you're just kind of like, all right, I guess this is what it is. Is there something more to this thing? Is there something more to my life than just paycheck and, paying the bills? And you realize that people were just as hungry for those answers then as they are now.
Oh, yeah. Abe, thank you so much. That actually wraps it up beautifully. We just loved having a chat. We love watching you on The Chosen. Thank you so much. And hopefully we get to chat again soon.
Let's do it. I appreciate you all. Take care.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.